Namaste to you, Mallory.
Namaste.
Namaste to you, Cheeks. Make
Namaste.
Namaste. I've been doing a new ritual in the morning. Welcome to episode 89. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you've been subscribed and you've been watching the videos for a long time, for maybe like the beginning of this, I extremely appreciate you. And I hope you spread the word. Tell your grandmas, your uncles.
Maybe not your grandmas, but
I think this will be a grandma-worthy show. You don't think? You don't think your grandma would like our kind of content?
My grandma wouldn't.
She likes. Your grandma likes every Facebook post I post about the modern rejects.
Given
if we sent her a sweater, she's 91 years old, and I think if we sent her a modern reject sweater, she would very much enjoy that.
She would.
But thank you for watching if you have, and spread the word. Tell everybody. And anyways, what I was saying is I've been doing this new thing. Oh my God, you got to wind up now. I've been doing this thing in the morning now because as you can see the chaos going on to my right here, I have to slow that down mentally. And the only thing to really slow that down mentally is I need to go literally meditate. Since Friday morning? Since Friday morning, I've been meditating. And what it is, it's basically a morning routine. So you wake up, you drink 24 ounces of water. I can never drink 24 ounces of water because that's like fucking insane. That's more than a bottle of water.
Yeah.
And then black coffee. Don't have black coffee. Only have regular coffee. I don't like regular coffee with the cream in it, so I'm going to have to skip a couple steps.
No, I keep telling you black coffee is just regular coffee, just without anything in it.
I don't like black coffee, though.
Okay. Nobody
So
says
black coffee is just regular coffee.
Yeah.
I thought they had like a coffee like that was literally black.
I mean, you can make it strong to where it's almost black, but black coffee just means there's nothing in it. It's just straight coffee.
Okay, well, messed up there. Put a little creamer in it. I put a little creamer in it because I don't like black coffee. I don't know many people that do. But once you're drinking this black coffee in the water, you do 4 minutes of jumping jacks. You can take breaks. Now, after the jumping jacks, throw your headphones on. Put it at about a medium volume. A medium volume. Let me repeat that again. A medium volume, and then you put on 32HZ music, and they got things on there like they got music that goes on for like hours on there, right? It's like 3 hours long, right? And basically it's just like and then it's like me, and like birds chirping. You can hear squirrels like eating little nuts and stuff like that.
What animal was that?
Me.
What? Is it Cheeks?
Yeah. So you sit there and basically you do these affirmations.
No.
And affirmations are things that I am strong. I am happy. I will be successful. I am successful. It's like manifesting at its finest, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I told you this the other day. This is fucking nuts. I have been manifesting shit with you the past 2 days. The first incident was...
Yeah, what was the first one?
I've been manifesting stuff, and it happens within 5 fucking seconds.
Oh, where I almost ran that guy.
Which one was that?
I think that was the second one.
What was the second one?
Where I know the second one was when we exited Broad Street, and that guy was like riding right behind me, like, and we're coming to a stoplight. I mean, it's obviously red, so why would I speed up?
Yeah,
I'm already having to slow down on the access, so why would I speed up and then I have to slow down right? I mean, what?
But I manifested that within 5 seconds, and then the first one I did was when we were about to go to bed, and you took Cheeks outside. And then when you took her outside, that's when I was like, oh no, you took her outside and I was like going inside. Middle of the day, No, it was at night. It was at night. I'm going inside. And then for some reason in my head, I could hear you go, Nick! Because for some reason I got a bad feeling that Cheeks would run for some reason. And then not even 5 seconds later, I walk in, I hear, Nick! When I tell you my heart dropped down to my asshole.
Nick, help.
But it wasn't like, Nick, help. It was like, Nick, help. My heart dropped down to my nutsack. I totally got into like, I was gone.
Yeah.
You remember how fast I got? I was out there. Next thing you know, I hear, and its cheeks are running, and I snatch your ass up.
Let me tell you. So she's out there. We're having to use the side of the house rather than the backyard because we had a little bit of an issue on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But this little girl, like, her new thing is when she's using the restroom or when she's done or when she's sniffing, you can't bother her. She wants to do what she wants to do, and if you interrupt that, she's going to give you, one hell of a time. So I took one step towards her to pick her up, and she just took off, and she kept going. Well, where the side is, there's the street's not too far from it. I mean, it's down the driveway, and she's never gone in the street by herself. Mm-mm. But she took off down there, and like in the blink of an eye, I said, "Oh shit, I can't catch her. Mm-hmm. I'm in house shoes. Mm-hmm. There are other factors going on." Like, and I'm freaking out because you're practically the only one that can catch her.
Yeah.
Like,
and I can barely fucking catch her.
Yeah, but you just, I don't know.
I snack. I go,
how you do it?
You know how like bears, the bears, they put their head in the water to get the fish. That's how I snatch her.
So quick, and so that's when and I was laughing too because I thought it was hilarious that she was doing this, but I was also so scared. So that's when I was like, Nick, help. And I was still laughing, and you were like, what? And you ran outside, and didn't you catch her?
I caught her out, and I ran out there. She ran right to me.
My heart was...
Yeah, the meditating and shit's been cool for me, but the only thing about the meditating and shit is I'll meditate, and I'll feel good when I get out. I'll take a shower, I'll get out, I'll feel fresh, I'll feel good, I'll feel zen, right? But there's some asshole, always, that's got to fuck my mood up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm zen as fuck for 5 minutes, and then they just fuck my mood up, and then the whole zen shit's out the window. You know what I'm saying? If I could keep that zen shit for the whole day, I think we'd be in good shape.
Yeah, I know.
But I've been changing other habits, too, that are getting my feng shui in line because it's a little out of funk right now. So I got to chiropractic it up and fix it.
Yeah, I'm so over...
Why don't you do some meditation with me? You won't do meditation with me.
I just don't
Tell
want
me why.
to.
Why don't you want to? You don't want to raise your vibration?
Lazy.
Well, let's raise your vibration then, brother.
No.
Yeah. Let me get down with you. Let's close our eyes. No, let's go out into nature. No, listen to me. Let's go out into nature. Let's close our eyes. Let's hold hands.
Gross.
Let's look. Oh, shut up. Let's hold hands. Let's look up at the sky. And let's namaste. What do you say, sister?
Right now, the world's not getting any better, and it's just seriously affected me to the point where, like, I don't care to do anything. I don't care to listen. I don't care to eat.
You're depressing, huh?
I just hate the world right now.
God damn.
It's just so gross out there, and it's like nothing is getting better. I'm still having to be, quote unquote, like, social distancing, which I don't mind social distancing. But, like, I want to be able to walk around without a mask.
You can't, Mallory. That's why we have to namaste.
It's giving me, like, such bad anxiety that I just don't care anymore.
Let me flush that anxiety down the toilet. Let's just...
No namaste for me.
Listen to me. Thank you.
No namaste for me.
Let me get inside your soul. Let me get inside your soul.
Come here.
Grab the garbage that needs to be thrown out. And let me throw it out for you.
There's a lot of garbage that needs to be thrown out. You might need 2 weeks.
I got a pair of gloves and I got a big trash can.
And you got some steel-toe boots.
I definitely got steel-toe boots. Let's go ahead and move on to the first topic, Reject of the Week, shall we? Can you sign us off in the Reject of the Week like you did last week?
Reject of the Week.
Reject of the Week.
Reject of the Week.
I'm sure people are sick of hearing about it.
Sick of hearing about it.
You heard about it for the past 3-4 years.
3-4 years.
Ghislaine Maxwell has been arrested.
And who is she?
She is the girlfriend and basically was Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand woman. This woman was... If you watch the Epstein documentary, in the very beginning of the Epstein documentary, you hear the story of this woman that was the secretary and basically like the assistant for Epstein, and like did like a little art for her and for him and stuff. Mm-hmm. This lady and Jeffrey apparently allegedly invite her into a room and start to get a little frisky with her, and apparently Glenn starts stripping down and tries to get a little funny business with this girl. The girl was 14 at the time, or she was like 14 or 15, something like that. He was gonna send her to like art school in like a foreign country. Wow. That's why he found her art at a. Stop. Okay, so this is what happened. Ready? I'll give you a quick 1 minute rundown. Okay, ready? This 14-year-old girl was an artist. She put her art out in the show to try to sell some art. The lady that was her teacher was good friends with Jeffrey Epstein, so the lady goes up to the girl, the woman with the painting, the 14-year-old, and says, "You're not gonna sell your art to anybody else. You're gonna sell your art to this man right here." So she runs into Jeffrey Epstein. Correct? He buys her art for way less than what she was gonna sell it.
Yeah.
Then goes off to wherever he is, gives her a call about 2 days later or a day later, I'm not sure. And then these aren't all like perfect facts, but this is how it went. Calls her 2 days later, and then they tell her that he loves her art, wants to fly her out to his place, and he wants her to do some work for him, and then he wants to send her to an art school or an art program in like a foreign country or something like that. Mm-hmm. And this is like a expensive school, but like you're guaranteed money off this shit, right?
Yeah.
And so she goes there, and then that's when she got into the little altercation with Epstein's girlfriend / right-hand woman, and that happens. She ends up getting out of the room, and then she goes and tells the FBI and everything. They don't give a fuck. No one gives a shit, right? So that's who that woman is. But Glenn, is Glenn or Glenn? It's like, it's fucking.
I would have to see it. I don't know. I try to stay. It's
spelled right there. What does it say? Right there at the very front. Right here. Ghislaine? Ghislaine is how you pronounce it, really. Ghislaine Maxwell.
Maybe, yeah.
But anyways, they arrested her, and it is not looking good for this woman. Apparently, this lady used to go around to the middle schools and fucking pick up little girls from the middle schools, but she would only pick out the smart ones. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
So she would only pick out people. She would like ask them how their grades are and stuff like that. And she would only want the small or the smart girls.
That's sad because those girls just had no idea, you know?
And it's so crazy because there's a painting, right? There's a painting of this girl drew a painting. They said, draw a painting of what you experienced this along these times, right? Mm-hmm. And she draws a painting. Maybe I hope I can put it behind us right here. But
do you have a picture of it?
Yeah, let me pull it up. Jeffrey Epstein. So they ask her to describe what you saw in there, and this is what she drew a fucking picture of. You can see it, look right there. So it's like a montage of a whole bunch of different characters. You see a UFO in there. I think Jeffrey's on the UFO. No, in the right hand corner should be maybe, I think, but Jeffrey's in the right hand corner. And basically, if Jeffrey was the brains of all this shit, he should be dead smack in the middle. But dead smack in the middle is someone else.
That you can tell that. Is that Bill Clinton?
Yeah, Clinton's in there.
You can tell that there's a lot going on, and you can tell it was over a period of time that she recalled all this.
Yes.
CNN. Oh my God. So,
needless to say, Reject of the Week goes out to Ghislaine Maxwell for thinking that she was gonna get away with this shit, especially after this. Yeah, it's creepy as fuck, man. Wow. It's so fucking creepy. But they have her in custody, and it's not looking good. And I don't even think that she'll make it to, like, do years. I think she'll be dead by the time.
Well, just imagine.
I mean, Epstein was dead before he can even serve any time. So
I was just about to say.
And like, it's like, my thing is like, with like these people right here, like, you can't even like give them like a plea offer, because like any plea would still lead to life in prison. No.
Yeah.
So when they just so do you think they would just rat out everybody anyway, or they would just keep their mouth closed?
They probably keep their mouth closed in order to keep making money.
I wonder what the game would be like if Epstein was still alive right now.
Because just because Epstein isn't there doesn't mean there are people who were like, under him that wanted his life, So somebody could have, I don't know.
You got paintings from Bill Clinton in a fucking dress and shit. It's just a whole thing. You ever seen this painting?
The whole thing on
Bill Clinton in a dress. They got George Bush with paper airplanes, and he's got these little toy towers set up, and he's throwing paper airplanes at the two towers. It's some weird shit, man. But Reject of the Week, Ghislaine, or as we should say, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Mrs. Maxwell.
It's so crazy because you would think like child trafficking would be like it's like bums almost, like no lives, but it's always like the highest of class people with the most money. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's get on to recent news. Recent news. Mallory, I want you to tell me if you care about this.
Do I care or not?
From The Simpsons to Big Mouth, white actors are stepping down from voicing characters of color. I don't know if you've seen these actors been stepping down lately, because some of them are doing characters that were black characters, and they're white people that are doing these black characters. The Simpsons dude stepped down. They're doing that. Cleveland is no longer the Cleveland anymore, because that was a white man or something like that. And oh no, it wasn't Cleveland. I think Cleveland is black. I don't know. The Simpsons. One of the clerks was like an Indian guy, but he was played by a white guy, so he's out of there. And then now, do you remember the girl that goes, "I'm the worst," from Parks and Recreation? John Raphael's sister.
Yeah.
Jenny Slate. Jenny Slate is the voice of Missy from Big Mouth. Missy is the little Jewish black girl on Big Mouth. One's always talking like this, and when they was always humping her doll and shit. Mm-hmm. That's Jenny Slate's character, and she stepped down because she says that a black character should be played by a black person. And it's, do you care about that? Does that matter to you in any short way when I say that?
Yes.
It does? Tell me why.
I think that's how it should
have been. You agree with
from
her?
The beginning, yeah.
Really?
Which I get, so, in every culture, I believe that I know somebody that's an actor.
Yeah.
Not, obviously personally, but like, an African American, you can name a number. You can name actors.
Just as much actors as black as you can white.
Yeah, and so I
was thinking that too.
I don't know if this is the right term, like the European cultures and the India and those, what am I trying to say? Those cultures. There's always an actor from that culture.
I was thinking about that too. I was thinking like, there's a lot of black actors that could do this fucking voice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they went out of their way to fucking do it. I'm just saying, I know there's a black actor that could do a Missy voice, because the voice isn't a hard voice.
No.
But I can't. If you could ask me, I could give a shit about cartoons. What the fuck is that gonna do?
I mean, yes.
The point of this shit is for police brutality. It's not for cartoon correction. Like, it's not, you see what I'm saying?
I know, but if you're gonna go try to change history, you might as well change every,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Cross every T and dot every I, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because let's say that we didn't focus on TV, and like, that area.
Yeah.
Then what if, a couple years from now when this is all, let's say it's fixed, everything, is starting to change. What if something dramatic happens there? And now we have to attack, the media, and then it's going to cause another thing.
So
why
you're
not?
saying, I know what you're saying. You're trying to say if we don't attack it now, eventually in the future, it's already going to get attacked.
Yeah, and there's a number of scenarios that I probably don't agree with when it comes to changing history the way we are. But I definitely see the point.
I see the point now. You make a good point. You can't change my opinion a little bit, but some of the shit we need to chill out with because
it's not that shouldn't be a focus now.
Yes, shouldn't be. But you got a good point that eventually it's gonna be taken care of anyways.
Yeah. So why?
So, but is that? But okay. So, but here's my question to you. So, is that a fucking rule? Is it a rule that if it's a black cartoon character, it has to be played by a black person?
I mean, no, because what if there's a certain role that,
So then there's no argument to be held because if you're going to say that black characters should be played by black people, but not all characters, then it's like.
I mean, I don't think it should be like mandatory, but I think it should be one of those things that are just known.
Yeah.
There are certain things out there that aren't rules. It's just known.
But I don't know. I don't know if the fact is true that we said that there's more black actors, or there's just as much black actors as there are white actors. I don't know if that's a fact.
I don't think that's a fact.
I don't know if it's a fact because, like, when we had the fact that there's 49% white people and there's 14% black people in America, and so I don't know. I don't know facts on that, but all I'm saying is. No one really gives a shit if you fucking step down for a character.
Yeah, I think that should be one of the last things that
we
worry about.
Do you think?
But then again, it's like I'm the race that people are not a fan of right now. So it's like I can't say, that should be the last thing that they worry about. Because what if it really affects certain people? What if that's my next point. Gets under their skin? What if that's a thing?
That's my next point. Is I would like to get a black person's opinion on this, but how would you feel stepping into that role after someone just stepped out of that role? Would you feel that it was like a fucking pity? Would you feel pity going into that? Like someone felt sorry for you? Because like if it was me and they had a Hispanic actor and they had a Hispanic cartoon character that had a white actor doing the voice. Or even a black actor doing the Hispanic voice.
Yeah.
And then they stepped down because they were like, no, that needs to be played by a Hispanic actor. And then they were like, hey, Nick, hey, man, we didn't want you the first time, but now our main guy that we really wanted in the first place stepped down so you can have the part. So come on in. I'm kind of like, I don't want the part. Fuck off. You didn't want me in the first place. Why the fuck should I want it now? Yeah. I don't want a fucking pity party. Yeah. And that's the thing I don't think most black people want. They don't want a fucking pity party. This isn't pity shit. I hear a bunch of white people like, oh, all black people want is pity party. That's not what this is about. It's not about a pity party, motherfucker. It's about equal fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's about equality.
It's about equality. But my point is, I don't know if I would accept a role going into something that someone just stepped down because I wouldn't want to feel like they felt sorry for me, so now I'm going to go do this. And what if I go in there and I don't do a good job as that person did before me? Now I just look like an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a very fucking confusing thing. Now, if we're talking government roles, that's way the fuck different. If we're talking about white people in government stepping down so a black person could get their role, that's a way different fucking argument.
Oh yeah, there shouldn't even.
That's not like that's shit that should be happening. I think that shit should be happening way more than this actor shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like that. But then again, I can't say that that's not important. That's
no, you're right. It's important.
Back around. It's like I definitely see what we want to change and what should have been changed a long time ago. But at the same time, it's like, which one is more important?
That's another thing.
Which one do we need to put more energy into?
Yeah, you just said it needed to be changed a long time ago. Big Mouth's been on for 2 seasons. It's like when you did it in the first place.
Stop.
When you did it in the first place, you weren't thinking about it then. So what the fuck are you thinking about it now for? Just because everybody's pissed the fuck off now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like pity, and it's like, I gotta do what's right. It's 50-50 pity. It's 50 pity, and it's 50 I gotta do what's right.
Yeah, I don't.
And it's all about the fucking speech you put out. Let me read this. We'll get off this topic as soon as I read her. This is what she writes. She wrote, this is Jenny Slate from Big Mouth, the one that plays Missy. She says, I've come to the decision today that I can no longer play the character of Missy on the animated TV show Big Mouth. At the start of the show, I reasoned with myself that I was permissible for me to play Missy because her mom is Jewish and white, as am I, but Missy is also black, and black characters on animated shows should be played by black people. I acknowledge how my original reasons was flawed. That is excited as an example of white privilege and unjust allowances made with the system of social fuck. She gets all wordy and shit. They always on the smart words that throw us off. That's basically what she says. You got a good point. Yeah, it should be changed, but I think right now we should worry about other shit to be changed.
Like the government and the police, and that should be like the top priority.
Yes.
Little girl.
Let's move on to the next topic, baby. Sign us out. Sign us out. Move us over to the next topic.
What is it?
Legend of the week.
Legend of the week.
Okay, Legend of the week goes out to.
Ooh, did you hear that?
Yeah, you a little bit tone in your voice. Legend of the week. I'm sorry, No, you did Legend of the week. It's Monterey Jack's Hall of Fame.
Oh, I did that last week too. I suck.
Monterey Jack's Hall of Famer goes out to yours truly, Akon.
Akon, why?
That's all every time I hear Akon, all I think about is convict music.
What is that from?
That's I see you riding and grinding all on the floor. I know you see me looking at you, but you already know I wanna you. Oh, dude, I used to have the CD.
Dude, I used to burn. No, I can so see you in your room dancing, dude.
I used to burn the CD, and then I see you run, and I go running, just like that. Dude, I got so fucking down that shit. But
that's so
goes out to
funny,
Akon.
y'all.
I don't know if you knew this, but Akon is building his own city. Oh, she's talking the mic. Akon's building his own city, baby.
Is he?
It's going to be in Africa.
Oh, no.
It's going to be in Africa. And it has been announced that a $6 billion construction contract has been awarded to build Akon City in Saginaw, Africa.
Stop.
He's going to have his own currency, babe.
Is that even... How do you do that?
I don't know, but Akon's doing it. That's what the layout looks like right now. Akon City. There's a sign.
Well,
so the street names are they have a street name that's called Grinding. They have another street name that says Winding. And they have other street names, they have like I Street and then C. And then throughout the street names is like his lyrics. So like you're like, hey, you got to go south on I See You Grinding and Winding. And then go about 5 miles south up on the floor.
Bro, there's no way.
That's such
this
a bad
is
joke.
happening.
That's such a bad joke.
Yeah,
I was trying to be so funny. It was not funny at all.
Yes.
But Akon's $6 billion doesn't seem like that much money for a complete city. But you're gonna need your own currency. You can't go there and spend money. Your American money's no good here.
Yeah, and my thing is how are you gonna teach everybody about your city?
What do you mean? I mean, how does anybody teach anybody about their city? You just got to build up culture.
Time. Okay, you're gonna have to take. She's biting.
Places like Vice. fuck?
Shit
No!
hurt.
God damn, that fucking hurt. Fucking A.
You gotta get better,
Give me your
girl.
toy. That shit fucking hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Your currency's no good there. So they just got to build it from the
What,
ground
does
up.
everybody just get a certain amount to start off with? Like,
Maybe. It could be. Could be. Or they may make the houses real cheap so the people that come there plant their roots there and then they'll slowly start building the price up from there.
maybe.
But it's a city. It's just a city. So the city doesn't have to be that big. It was already a city before, and then it was like an abandoned city. So he bought that city, and he's like refurbishing the city. So
Okay.
I think we might have to pack our bags and go see Akon. I see
We'll
you
see.
grinding and grinding all on the floor. I know you see me looking at you,
This is
and you
a day in the
already
life,
know.
if you're ever wondering.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Tell the people.
Dude. Did you see how high I got her?
Yes, that's so scary.
Okay, we can't even do the podcast anymore. This little baby's going crazy. Shout out to Akon for building your own city, man. You're a fucking legend. I don't know anybody that would build their own city. I mean, every city has an owner, I guess, no? Love you. Everybody who has subscribed, thank you for watching. This has been the Modern Jakes Podcast. Mallory, do you have any last words for the people?
No, I have nothing to say.
No, you have something to say.
I really don't have anything to say.
Well, namaste to everybody. Can I get
Wish
a
us
namaste?
luck for the week.
Can you say namaste? Namaste. Goodbye.
Goodbye.